I have a problem with my builder is what we're discussing today on the eCentral Business Show. I'm John Nayler, and today I'm joined by Antony Eaton from McCarthy Durie Lawyers. Thank you very much for coming in, Anthony.
Well, John.
Okay, now that's the burning question today that we want to address is a lot of people out there have got some drama, come up with some construction, renovation, commercial project. What's the process? What do you do about it?
Well, initially, always try to speak with your builder. Maintain a good relationship with your builder. At the end of the day, especially if he's building your home, your dream home, even if it's just your investment property, it'd be nice to think that you could go through the process, which is generally quite an emotional process for many people.
Yes.
As smoothly as possible.
Okay, because it's some people more than others. I mean, it's the dream home, it's a large investment.
Yep. And you can see a lot of the times that tensions escalate under those circumstances. But if it gets to the point where you've really exhausted what you think are your common sense practical approaches to resolving any disputes that you may have with your builder, then of course your first port of call is to look at your contract and read it properly, and if you don't understand it, reach out for some help. But it's really in your contract that many of your answers will lay with respect to should you be paying, is there a defective works, has the works reached a particular stage. If you don't know these things as well, you can then turn to the Queensland Building and Construction Commission. Their website is full of very helpful information. And ultimately, of course, if you can't resolve any dispute with your builder, you can make a complaint to the Commission. And generally speaking, they will have an inspector out to your site within a couple of weeks.
Okay.
And hopefully have a decision for you with respect to whatever your complaint may be.
Okay. Now, what's the difference with that? And at what point do you engage a construction lawyer?
Well, you can do so initially straight away. If you know that the nature of your relationship with your builder has deteriorated to a point where you want to enforce, you've read through your contract, you know that your builder's in breach, and you want to put him on notice that unless he remedies those breaches, that you're going to terminate your contract. And terminating a building contract has dire consequences for a builder who has had a contract terminated on him validly.
Okay.
Because not only...
So it's a pretty big stick.
It is, yeah. And you'll see in most domestic building contracts that come from the Commission or the HIA or master builders, there'll be an opportunity for you, the homeowner, to issue a notice, giving the builder some time to rectify the defects or rectify the breaches or to catch up on time or whatever the problem may be. The contract will stipulate what's considered to be a reasonable time. Yeah. It could be 10, 15 days to repair, and if not, then to terminate. If you terminate, there are big consequences. The first of which is that you can then go off to the Commission and seek to draw upon your homeowner's warranty insurance. Okay. So that means that if another builder has to come in and complete the work and there's a costs overrun, the Commission will look after that process and pay for that costs overrun. Okay. So you'll end up getting your contracted works for the price you originally contracted for.
So as a person that's having something built, you're actually reasonably well protected by the QBCC, yeah?
They call it builder's insurance, but it's not for the builder. It's definitely for the homeowner. Oh, right. And then, of course, because if there is a cost overrun and the Commission does pay for that cost overrun, the Commission will pursue the builder for those monies to be repaid.
Oh, okay, cool. Well, there's obviously a flip side for that. Maybe we'll talk about in another video about the builder not getting paid, yeah, because that's a flip side. But let's do that another time. Sure. So just to continue on around about the process of having something built in that level of insurance. So, you know, it's obviously going to come with some sort of angst, you know. There's going to be a delay in getting things done. You're obviously best to try and pursue an amicable result, surely.
Definitely. And that's why I think it's very important that you try to maintain that relationship from the outset and remain in contact with your builder. Now, don't crowd your builder, because that's that flip side, where the builder just wants to get on with the job, and frankly, that's what you want him to do. Just get on with the job, but remain in contact. it's the builder's dream to have a contract that is very well specified from the outset.
Yes.
So before you make the decision to go into the contract, you really should be sitting down and looking at all of the types of fit out that you want, all of the types of design work that you want, a reasonable time to complete, and plan around that.
Yeah.
Because the more you interfere with the contract along the way and change your mind and add a garage and upgrade this, that, the more you'll slow the build down, the more the costs will get away from you.
Okay. And normally a builder, and you'd like to think that when you do go into a construction contract, you've chosen well, you know, for the most part. And so on the basis of that, that same guy or, you know, girl, as the case may be, woman, is someone you've chosen well. So, you know, you are best to try and pursue the best outcome there, yeah? Get the job done.
Definitely. You'll be happier for it in the end because you'll end up with a product that won't represent a tortured time in your life. But you look back and you'll go, well, actually, although it was difficult, we got through it and we're happy with the product, and then you can enjoy the benefit of that.
Yeah, no, I get that. The dream home should come from a dream process, yeah?
That's right.
Okay, cool.
Definitely.
But along the way, obviously, is so even things start to go a bit pear-shaped, someone such as McCarthy Durie, yourself, is there to advise and lead, and it sounds like at the outset you'll say, look, go back to the builder.
Yep.
Wherever possible, yeah?
And if it's gone too far, because one of the most frequent complaints that I hear is that my builder's not listening to me.
Oh.
Because the builder is just doing whatever the builder wants to do, or he's too busy, or his subbies are too busy. A little letter from a lawyer or a little phone call from a lawyer tends to get a bit of attention. Yeah. And even if it's just to bring that relationship back on track. To say, okay, look, you can't ignore us. You do so at your peril. Yes. Let's get back on with this. Here are some of our issues. Can we address them informally? If not, well then, you know, there are other methods of dealing with dispute resolution. Yeah, obviously, okay, in favour of the builder. Oh no, in terms of the person who's entered the contract to have something built. Yep. Okay, fabulous. All right, well, stick around if you don't mind. I want to talk about it from the builder's point of view, if you don't mind. But that's great information. I really appreciate you coming in today. Cheers. Okay, pleasure. Thank you, Antony Eaton. Now, best to find you on McCarthy Durie's website, look you up in the phone book, LinkedIn, etc. All there. Okay, tremendous. Okay, that's enough for this episode of the eCentral Business Show. I'm John Nayler. Thank you very much for watching another episode of the eCentral Business Show. What we're looking to do across the eCentral Business Show is bring to you the very best content from great people with really informative knowledge to share. It's something that you can listen to in the car. Don't watch it, obviously, when you're doing that, but we're looking to really bring value to you across LinkedIn, YouTube, podcastable content, so it's really great and informative business knowledge. So please tune in as much as you can. Now, the great ways to follow us, you can register on the database, make contact with us, and we'll put your email in. We're going to tell you each month what great videos will come out and just give you a curated version through the eCentral magazine, where we're going to send you the most popular videos for the month. The other thing we can do is obviously invite you to connect with us on LinkedIn, linked up with myself, John Nayler. And the other thing, of course, is look up John Nayler on YouTube and subscribe to our channel there.